all right. Welcome. Let me adjust my seat right here. Don't want that wobbling around. So, welcome back, guys, to the stream. This is round 3 of the Axiom Sim Racing League Season 5, the winter season. So, we're at Imola, and as you can see, it's pretty wet. It's medium wet, I would say. Conditions aren't, at the moment, too difficult. We are currently P18 in the practice session. We're not gonna bother. We're not gonna bother getting too much weight into that because we have a little bit of pace in us. Just getting the session started, getting connected, getting deliveries up. We practiced very well during the week. We did a race, practice race, warm race. It was medium wet on Friday, so I feel like we have the conditions and the setup pretty well laid out. We'll join the Discord server for chat for a little while, but once the timer hits 10, then I will be muting myself, and I will also be muting the Discord chat to do the driver briefing beforehand of the qualifier. And apart from that, you know, enjoy. It's going to be a good one, hopefully. So let's see. Alright, we'll jump out and do a couple of laps, and well, I think we just have time for one more lap. And then, like I said, I'll mute myself for the driver briefing. Oh, good evening. And we'll do the driver briefing for the last 10 minutes of practice session before we'll jump over to the qualifying, where we'll have first half for AM drivers, second half for pro drivers, and getting ready for all the good stuff in action. Don't want to jump that curb too much. You'll hit this yellow sausage there in the middle of the curb. It'll potentially make your car jump up, like it did for me right there.
What? No.
We can see sort of a
Okay. That's what it was. James? Because his mic is broken.
we can see sort of a drier line forming. It's not dry per se, but it's a little bit drier. So a little bit more grip on that line. Currently it's medium to low rain. Oh, not low rain, but diminishing, so...
Oh yeah, the start. Just start.
Yeah, I haven't followed the car in the rain yet.
I have.
So 2 minutes left for our driver briefing. So let's try to set one flyer and then we'll jump back to pits.
This race was a bit of a rare one. The conditions were the same all through the hour, so nothing changed.
Yeah, you did a whole hour, didn't you? Things and scraps.
Jump the curb there a little bit. No matter that we invalidate our lap. We are overshot that. So, like I said, it's still wet. So it still will take some time heating up the tires and the brakes as well. But we're not going to be too concerned about that because we have a fairly good setup. We just need to stay a little bit focused for our quali run. And I'm sure that in this race I feel fairly confident that we can get maybe top 6. We have a lot of strong drivers though, so top 10 difficult to get in though. We qualified P11 I think last round, if I'm not mistaken, in Solder. I think we qualified P11. So we'll try to aim a little bit higher today. But a lot of guys in the league are pretty fast, so we'll see. So we'll just finish up this lap and we'll head back to the garage. And like I said, I'll mute myself for the driver briefing. I'll also mute the Discord chat. So I'll talk to you in a bit. So that's the driver briefing done. Stu and Michael, yo, good evening, guys. So that's the driver briefing done. We saw on the practice session that the weather was getting lighter, so the rain was getting lighter. I see now it's picking up again. Oh no, the signs changed. So you can see here on the beside my camera here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can probably here. It says that right now this is what the icons mean. So right now it means it's medium wet. I would say, and then in 10 minutes time it's going to come a little less rain, and then 30 minutes time even a little less rain. So I would say that maybe I would go out now with my low wet or wet low setup. So I have prepared here some setups. Let me show you on the screen. So I prepared a flooded setup, which basically just raised the car just a little bit and adds to the TC. I have a medium setup, just a tad lower the car, and then the low setup for low rain. I have the same height, ride height on both the medium and the low, but the low setup is just lowering the pressures, the tire pressures, because if it's less rain, then the pressures will go up, and we don't want to overpressure our tires. Not too concerned about tire temperatures really, because our brake pad is, what is our brake pad? Let's check. I'm pretty sure it's 3.3. Yeah, it's 3.3. So not really concerned about temperatures. I don't want to lower too much because brake pads could, brake discs could over here. I could lower the rears, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the performance of the brakes as they are now. So as you see, the wet low setting has my ABS at 7 and my TC6 at 6. And then if I go to my flooded setting, I have added 7 and 8 to my TC and added 2 clicks of ABS. Same fuel map, pretty much same setup, but a little bit higher, 6278 and full wing versus the low setup, 6078 and 16 wings. So 62 flooded, 6278. So 2 more clicks of ride height and 4 more clicks of rear wing. But we're happy with our low setup. So we'll thanks, Michael. Stu, man, are you on the road or on a break? Are you in Cookstown? I hope you are in Cookstown. So who can we follow? We'll follow Cook actually for the we'll follow Cook for his lap round. So he's in the McLaren. We'll follow him around for his lap. Is he on a timed lap? I'm not sure if he's on the timed lap, but it should be. Oh, a little bit loosey-goosey there on the rear. You get fairly safe there through Aqua Minerale. Of course, if you touch the outside line there with your tires, you're pretty much toast. The track is a little bit wetter than it was during the practice session, where it dried up a little bit. So we're gonna have to be mindful of that for the race setup, which matches our medium preset on the tire pressure. So if it still says medium, maybe minus, we'll lower the pressures by maybe 3 clicks. Yeah, we'll lower them by 3 clicks, I think. But it depends, you know. It depends what the graph will say. Parked up at the Port Direland. Cool. Hey, Cormac. Thanks, man. So, Cook P1 currently 156.3. So we saw times down towards the 150 mark during the practice session. Like I said, it would vary a lot, the grip on the track. So now we have, how many AM drivers do we have currently on track? We have at least 16, maybe 20 AM drivers. So it's going to be very interesting to see if the track does dry up for the AM split. For the pro drivers when they go out on the final 15 minutes. So this season we've added a little bit of extra time for the quali sessions. Last season we did 24 minutes split by 2, so that was 12 minutes for each split. This year we had a half-hour qualifying session, allowing for 15 minutes to each of the splits. So just to give everyone just that extra lap if they need it. So Cook, my man here, improving almost 2 seconds, losing a little bit. Had a better run through Alcom and Raleigh exit, especially last lap round. So braking fairly late. It really never ceases to impress me how late all of the cars can brake compared to the Honda. On the Honda we have to brake fairly early for that chicane, so he is improving on his Delta. Could really might make up what was said in the Discord chat, but no matter, keep going at it. Then you hit the final corner, then you'll improve with 2 seconds. Let's go. Currently P1 has 6/10. If with this Delta he'll be a second before, so you really, this is interesting though. Should we fuel up? Should we add some fuel so that we can do the full 15 minute? Because as it seems now, the track is probably going to dry up more and more. You can see in the graph as well up on the right hand side here next to my camera, it says track wet, but it says less rain in 10 minutes. So interesting, very interesting. Maybe we'll go out with our low wet setting and add some fuel, and maybe we'll be able to dry the track up and go faster and faster. I don't know. We'll see. Gotta catch the ferry at 0330. Oh shit, that's early. Hope you don't miss it, man. We'll miss you on the race today, Stu, though. It was a good warm-up race on Friday. At least you could caught that one. Oh, someone parked on the outside there. That's Everett, I think. No, that was Tree Dang. I don't know. That was a car parked on the outside line there. Currently, my man Cook here is 9/10 off of Tree Dang's time. Tree Dang and the Porsche doing very well here. He is matched by Cook, matching him on Sector 1, but then on Sector 2 he has 4/10. And on Sector 3 he has another 4/10. So needs to find time on the second and final sector, my man Cook here in the McLaren. He does have some time here in the Delta, 2/10. I do feel like a football commentator now, following Cook now. This is exciting. I don't know why. I'm almost more excited for him than for me. Man, 4/10 up. Oh, he found that last 4/10 in the final sector. That's a lot of time on the final corner. Go. He just needs to find a better middle sector and he will be right up there. This is very good performance from Cook. Wow. Look at the times. He started with a 56, it's now down to a 53.9. 53.9, only 2/10. Can he get those 2/10 in the middle sector? Remember, in the middle sector especially, he's losing time to the Porsche, but now he has 2/10 already at the start of the first twisty bit there, coming up to this variante. So going up there, losing just a little bit. Can you power on the exit and gain a lot of time here? Well, half a tenth. No, that's maybe entering the second sector here. Here's where you really need to find the time. Oh, beautiful taking there, getting a lot of traction out there. It's starting to dry up. Just barely. I mean, there's still 6 minutes left of the session to go, so, you know, if he's fueled up, he'll probably just keep improving. P2, 9/10 up. 9/10 up. Almost a full second. There's a full second past Aquaman. Don't lose it. Good. He stayed on track. Now power on through to the chicane here part. Try to brake maybe just a little bit earlier to get... Oh no, well, it's okay. Avoiding the sausages there, not getting too much of the bump. Powered out. Oh, going a little bit on the inside there, losing some traction. He lost 3/10 there. But still, there's plenty enough time in the Delta to improve, so... Oh, he could have... Oh, he could have... Oh no, get out of the way. Oh, thank you. Oh, so Shojay there. Shojay there, going across and setting up a roadblock there. Luckily for my man Cook, he did not lose too much time there, so almost a full second up on the time. And this is P1 for M. Holy shit, this is good. This is good. Can he improve further? Oh, missed the entry there a little bit. Overshot it. Overshot it and lost some time. He still could turn the Delta Green though. Remember, he lost 3 or 4 tenths going out of the final chicane. Variante Altis, I call? I don't remember. I'll gain a little bit here. Yeah, we can see on the windshield there that the drops are starting to drop off. Get it unless you get it. Thanks, Michael. I don't know. I feel like a freaking South American commentator here, like saying something about the World Cup here. So I hope he has enough fuel for 2 more laps. I don't know what kind of setup is running, but if he has enough fuel, then it's better to stay out and getting a good run out for the final 3 minutes of qualifying here. But currently he has, oh shit, tree dang, coming back 7.5 hundredths of a second, so 75,000, so less than a tenth between them, and these two guys have really gone away with the AM split. Where's Bjarne and where's Jelly? So we have Jelly in P10. He did very well last race, and we have, where's Bjarne? Bjarne is Damster Kirkavit, Snyd van Nielsen, Madsen. Oh, I think Bjarne maybe is missing today's race. I don't see his name. Bjarne Jardot. I don't see his name. Oh, so Bjarne didn't make it this race. Oh, okay. But still, let's watch here if he can improve further and just... Can he put the final nail on the coffin of the Porsche? No, he cannot. He instead is going to... Oh, he almost hit the other Porsche. that was a nice save, though. So, the weather settings, it's still saying less rain in 10 minutes. So, you know what? This is interesting. We might have to load up a little bit of fuel because it seems like maybe the track is going to dry up more and more and get faster and faster, more grippy. Obviously that will help us quality in front of the AM split, but we'll just have to see. There are a couple of fast beamers there on the pro split, so we'll just, you know, have to do our quality stint and hope for the best, really. So yeah, 2 minutes left for pro split quality start, so I'm gonna do a quick bathroom break and I'll be right back. Alright, how's my cook? Oh, he lost P1. He lost P1 by 3 tenths to the Porsche. Tree dang. And Samui finding some time as well. So top 3 in the AM split, really having a breakaway there from the rest of the split. GG, guys. Very good. Very good. Alright, let's return to the pits. And let's load up our setup. So we'll actually load up our low setup, and we'll add just 1 click of PSI through all the... But we will be... I'll take a risk here. We'll take 30 liters, a little bit heavier car. And we'll see if it indeed does dry up a little bit during the stint. So locking in our seat here, putting on our endurance lights, our rain lights, our wipers. Yo, Luis, you're set up helping cook? Yeah, man. Look at this shit. P2. P2 from my man Jason Cook. Nice. So adjusting our seating position here just a little bit. We don't want to catch any AM guys crossing the finish line. It doesn't seem like we're going to. And the pit board's gone. So yeah, that's what I said. One of the things I said in the driver briefing. Be very careful if the pit boards are gone. So do take a note of where the pit entry and where the pit exit line starts. We saw a couple of guys at Solder getting stop and go 30 because of speeding, especially on the entry to the pits. So hopefully we'll try to avoid that for this race. It's a pretty bad penalty to get from the game, you know. Stop and go 30, you'll lose a lot of places. So let's try to avoid that. No, for quality pad 2, man. So much on the brake that pad 1, I don't know. I haven't tried it really, to be honest, in the wet. I'll always go pad 2 on the wet. Maybe it works, maybe not. I haven't tried it, so, but at least on this setup, it's pads 2. Pads 2 in the front and rear, and brake ducts 3. Should be good. So we have, who do we have? We have Max Arnold in front of us, in our fellow brother Honda here. We'll give him a couple of more seconds of a head start. So we want to be able to power out. We want to be able to power out of the final corner, so we'll give him some seconds here to get going. Alright, let's go. Now we took a little bit more fuel than I would have normally have taken for a quali stint, but that's because it seems like the track is drying up by the minute. So this will mean that it's going to get... Oh, terrible first turn corner. It's going to get drier throughout the session. And to not lose time re-entering the pits, I took a little bit more fuel. It's a gamble, but oh, I'm driving like shit. Get back in there. Invalidated lap. No matter. Just for warming up the tires, getting the pressures up to speed. Up to pressure. Pressure's up to speed. How would that work? I don't know what I'm saying. Excuse my poor English knowledge. So we invalidated our lap. Not the end of the world. Pressures are a little bit low. Don't know if I really trust that information now, but there is clearly a drier line appearing. It's not going to get dry. It's not going to get dry, especially not during quali, but it is forming up somewhat. So if it does dry up a little by little with every pass, with every lap, with every car passing as well, then we might see a very faster track on the second half of the quali stint. We'll see. So this lap was a bust. No big deal, because we'll use it to pressurize our tires. So our tires are a little bit more up to pressure now. Still lack of, 2 or 3 clicks to be where I want them to be, but no big deal. So yellow flag here, maybe someone returning to the pits, probably. We'll have to brake just a tad earlier here on the orange marker by the side here. So better compared to previous lap. Turn it in here. Try not to go wide or too wide. I'll hit the rev limiter a little bit there. Have to be just a little bit patient there, not getting too early on the throttle to avoid the spin out there. Hug the inside as much as we can. Trying to avoid the outside curbs as much as we can, but on some corners it's very difficult. So brake points and brake markers not awfully terribly different from a dry run. Obviously there you do need to brake up just a tad earlier. Oh my god, getting on the outside Arkham Mineralis there is deadly. Oh, we lost a lot of time there. Okay. It's approaching the time where I just need to shut up and focus on my driving. I do enjoy the commentary though. I will have to do a live stewarding / commentary race sometime. That would be cool. So, let's see what time we can do. We know that we fucked up, so we know there's time in that lap. So up until that mistake on Imola and Raleigh, our lap wasn't too far off. Let's see what our time is. We do at least want to qualify ahead of the AMs. Doesn't seem like we're able to right now, so P14 currently. Let's try to shave off time as much as we can. So our delta pretty much identical to our previous lap. Our exit there also. So far we are pretty similar. Remember, we fucked up at Aqua Minerale. That's where we are going to hopefully be gaining some time back. And again we fucked up. Oh my god. And look at the delta. Again we fucked up when we have a 6/10 of the delta. So we know that there's at least a second in that lap. So what we'll do now is just we'll pull up. Try not to pull up as close to Adam here in front of us, Adam Nielsen. Stateside driver, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just give him a little bit of a space there, just a couple more seconds. Just not to get too close on him while we go out. Still 6 minutes left of quali, so... Oh yeah, we all feel like hell. That was a bad judgment call, but okay, no matter. It's done. Now we just have to finish up the quali stint as good as we can. Pressures are coming up a little bit. Oh, we got some drivers here in the middle of us, okay. Terrible section there. Currently P18. This is not going the way we hoped. I was too focused on commentating. Alright, no matter, no big deal. Let's go around. We still have time to do 2, maybe 3 more laps, depending on when we cross the line for our final one. We have at least have plenty of fuel, so no worry about that. You know, the wet tires, they do last a bit longer, especially on wet, obviously, than the dry tires, so you're not gonna necessarily burn them out. But we're not gonna... Look at my delta here. With the turbo, we still have... just by semi-hitting Aqua Minerale. Terrible lap. So we know that there's... It's not even funny, man. First turn, we have so much time. Almost a full second there. I'm not even hitting the final corners at all like I should, but just want to compare my break points to get a better bearing. So 4 minutes left. Yeah, we'll probably have time to do 2 or 3, probably have time to do 3 more laps. P16 currently. Let's see what we can do if we can get into the top 10 at least. I'm not even going to look at the standings because the track is getting drier and drier by the minute. So whatever times we're looking at, everyone has the potential to improve. Maybe we could have gained a tenth more there, so you know, a tenth here and there. And look, just by going a straight line, you can see we're gaining time on the delta, so that's an indicator that the track is getting drier and drier. So not too bad through Aqua Mineral there. Not perfect, but not too bad. So let's try to hit the final corner sections here, and then we can gain maybe a couple of tenths more, hopefully. So we have almost second and a half here in the delta, and there should be time for 2 more laps. Oh, don't diss the fuel load just yet. What's the difference between pro and amateurs? Well, just qualifying pace, really. So as we've progressed throughout the seasons, we've gotten to know the drivers better and better. And everyone has the opportunity to set a hot lap prior to the season, and we will qualify you setting a set time for any time below that will be AM, and any time below that will be pro, and any time above that will be AM. So it's a qualifier pre-season, and then after the season ends, so when the championship ends, we'll do a promotion. So top 3 AM drivers will get promoted to pro class, and the bottom pro drivers will get demoted down to AM class. So a little bit of a reward there for our fastest AM guys, and a motivation for our pro drivers to try to keep as consistent as possible. We run a league of 50 drivers potentially per race, so theoretically 25 pros, 25 AMs. Now we do have a little bit more AMs than pros in our league currently, but like I said, the fastest AM guys, they will get promoted as a little bit of a reward. So let's see, we are currently P8. P8, very well. That's better than we qualified both in. I'm pretty sure that's better than both Misano and Solder, which were around 1 and 2. Let's see if we can improve. We got opened up a little bit of space for Adam here in front of us. Oh, a little deep there. A little deep there for first turn. And this will be our final lap. So we're 4 tenths down. Not much thing to get there, I think. We messed up on turn 1 already, so... yeah. Okay, we'll call it there. P8. If we get P8, we'll be happy. At least we're top 10. And Sparks and Mills here flying away with it. Sparks really fast. Mills as well. Sparks had a terrible disconnect last race on Solder, I think, and that's he would have probably had a good chance to win that race. So shame to see you guys disconnecting. We are 7 and 11 hundredths, so 7 tenths and 1.1 second ahead of the top qualifiers. Remember, they had a considerably wetter track than we did, so that's the reason. Turn off our windshield wipers there. So yeah, the usual suspects ahead of me. Lindrup doing very well here, coming back. Jonesy, I kind of regret helping Jonesy. That's my wife. Nobody share our secrets. I told her I was elsewhere, doing my chat. Jonesy, I kind of regret helping out with the setup. No, I don't. I will help out everyone on the setup. Oh, Mole getting P2, putting Harvey on P3. Does Harvey? Oh, he's in the pits. Okay. So we have our P8. We are very happy with our P8. And we'll try to good
luck, everyone. Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck. Damn, Lindrup, P6 with no practice. That's good. That's good.
Ah, lucky lap.
That's all that counts. Jonesy, man, I kind of regret helping with the setup now. Oh shit! This is the big one, yo. This is the big one. How's the race? How is the race session gonna look like?
If you make it through T1, you have a good shot at top 10.
I mean, yeah, but I mean with the weather, with the rain.
It'll rain the whole time.
Medium. Medium. Oh, medium with the plus sign. Interesting.
Yep.
Alex, can you hear me?
Oh, thanks, Matthias. Now, medium with the plus sign. I'm kind of wondering if my pressures are too low.
Hello?
I just got back into the seat. Did I hear somebody calling out my name through my headphones?
Alex, what sort of fuel do I need for the race? I didn't see what the fuel per lap was.
I'm getting 2.89, I think, usually, but I mean,
How many litres have you put in
for setups which are slightly less wet, I have sort of closer to 100, and like wetter, I can go closer to 90 for the full race.
Really? What, so 105 would be fine then, yeah?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah. Oh, Delhi, where did they qualify? Let's see.
I suppose it depends. I suppose it depends which fuel map you're on, does it?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh well, too late now.
Oh no, you have lots of time.
So my man Jelly qualified P29.
Yeah, a bit like Cook telling me what time the practice was, eh?
Don't forget lights and rain lights.
Remember lights and rain lights? Yeah, thank you.
Do you have both lights on?
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm actually getting a little bit nervous. I don't know why. We did this on Friday for the warm-up race, but on Friday for the warm-up race I was P2, I think, or P3. P2, I think I was behind Harvey. And now I'm P8, so the spray is going to be considerably worse. Considerably worse. We took a heavy fuel load. So, in theory, we should have enough fuel for the entire race. Our pit requirements are refueling We have a pit window, but the pit window is almost the entire race. So you can pit a minute after the race starts, and you can pit up until a minute before the race ends.
Fuel. Oh, it's
But I did not have this much spray on the warmer base. And it says it's going to increase after half an hour. So, now I'm actually... We should be good with the pressure still. As long as it doesn't turn flooded, because of the cars on track will also help. The cars on track will also help with forming up the line a little bit, so...
Window?
Full race for
Almost the entire race. Almost the entire race. It starts a minute after the race starts, and it ends a minute before the race ends.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Holy shit! Oh, Stu, man, and Michael, and everyone. James, you think this is going to be hard to James? We'll see. Where did you quali? Let's see what James qualied. Do we have an overalls? Is in the race. P4, my man James Hugh, P4. Woo! Yeah, you finished P2. Yeah, I qualified P2. That's what I meant in the warm race. All right, our pressures are looking good. As of now, our pressures are looking excellent. But let's remember, there will be coming more rain. So let's see what happens. All right, good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Yeah, get ready for the restart, Danny.
Engine map, engine map.
All right, we muted ourselves from the Discord chat, guys. We'll see now what's going to happen. Full concentration right now. Full windshield wipers. God Almighty help me. Turn 1 especially, we'll try to keep our position as best as we can. We'll try to keep our position as best as we can. 37 cars on the grid tonight, which is excellent. Oh, somebody well off the line there. What happened there? Somebody's gonna get a drive-through. That John? That was John. The hell was he doing there? Okay, no matter. Race has started. Oh no. What did I hit? I hit a Lexus, or did I hit that Beamer? Oh, my tires just went on the curb and just... Whew. Well, luckily, I think everyone stayed on track. So that was nearly a disaster. But we survived. We survived, and I think we hit John Astrup here before. 8 tenths of damage, no damage to speak of. Hopefully didn't get pick up anyone damage here neither, so. So, we survived lap 1. It seems like everyone survives lap 1. So far, so good. Let's not jinx it. Did not mean to dive there. The brakes just did not work. Holy shit. I did not mean to dive at all there. But you see the brakes on the Honda? Do you see what I mean? We do have to brake exceptionally early in the Honda. So we lost the position to Chris Boardman there, but that I don't even mind. That was just the Honda doing Honda things on the brakes there. Did you see that? The car did not brake at all. Oh my god. I'm just happy I managed to swerve alongside him there. Alright. Alright, let's settle down. Let's settle down. Oh, we have Gilles, my boy Gilles. Behind us, took a very good start on the AM split there. Oh, John going wide there. Be careful of the rejoin. I will see how Boardman can, if he can stick with Limdrup. Getting a little gap there, but that's because of John's adventures in the sand. All right, let's try to hit our brake marker this time. Yeah, much better. Obviously it helps with both a little bit warmer brakes and tires, and our pressures are a little bit high right now, but the rain is going to pick up in 10 minutes time, so it was a compromise, you know. It's a compromise. Really, for the first half an hour it's all about survival, and then we'll have to start thinking about I really would like to avoid changing tires. I don't think I need to, but if the pressures get too high throughout the entire race, then our tires may be spent towards the end of the stint. And when our tires are spent in a wet race, that's difficult. Still, the spray manageable. The spray is manageable, but my pressures are higher than I would have liked them to be, like a full PSI higher even. And I'm not sure if there's any possibility to cool them down. I don't think so. But we'll see what the performance is like, you know, especially during braking and acceleration. So far so good. We have contact with Chris ahead of us. Lindrup further ahead is getting a little bit of a bigger gap. Oh, no. Terrible exit. God damn it. Astrup's gonna get biased here. John's gonna get biased. That's fine. I was looking at the wrong I was looking at the wrong place, so let's try to cool our tires as best as we can. Oh my god!
You are going left. I will go straight.
You can't go straight. It's not a straight line.
No, it's right turn.
No, it's not. It's left. So take the road.
But it's right turn.
Take it up after the race. Shop and take it up after the race.
Right.
So there was obviously some contact there ahead of us between Lindrup and Jonesy, I think. I thought I saw Jonesy in the wall. That's a shame. You don't want to see anyone in the wall, really. And yeah. Oh my god. Obviously emotions run high. But we don't want any bickering on the voice chat. So he's completely right. We'll discuss that after the race. And now we have some job to do, catching up to John Ashop in front and Chris Boardman, because we messed up Aquaman Raleigh. So let's hunker down. feel like my game is a little bit stuttery. I don't know why. I'm having 62 frames per second here, so couldn't really be a graphics issue, but I feel it's stuttering a little bit. Oh. And I just realized I forgot to put up my race control app. So you know what I'll do? I'll just go into pits. And start it up real quick, because we are making a lot of mistakes. We're making too many mistakes. Ah, this is terrible. We're gonna spend more time starting the app than we need to. We are having a terrible time here. Ah, do we have any damage? No, not really. Ah, we forgot our race control app. God damn it, I was supposed to do that in the quali. Okay. No matter, no matter. Do our pit now. We'll do our pit now. We will not change tires. We'll just have to shit, I have to. Oh man, terrible. I have to check my terrible. As quickly as we can. Fire up our race control app. Well, this is our race control app. This is just really trying to work as fast as we can. Connect to the game. Very good. Google Sheets API. K-Star API. Connect. Why is it not connecting to the game? It's not connected. Okay. Oh my god, this is terrible. Connect to the game. Ah, it's not working. Our Google Sheet is not working at all. Oh my god. Alright. So there will be no incident sheet for this race, I guess. Oh my god. I'm having a terrible time. So... yeah, we probably lost a lot of positions there. We're dead last, I think. Oh my god. This has been the worst pit stop ever. Alright. Let's see if we are getting lapped here. We are getting lapped. So we'll just try to get out of everyone's way. So red smack down in the middle of the AM split. Trying to get out of everyone's way. Dominic behind me in the Lambo. That's a brave car choice. So admin's messing up admin stuff for the race. That's terrible. So this is going to be a total wash of a race for us, but well, it is what it is. And we're not going to even be able to outlap ourselves because these guys are fighting for position, so I really don't want to get in their way. Ah, this is terrible, guys. Ah, this is terrible, truly terrible. Yeah, Stu, man. That was shit. I should have just... I don't know what happened. I completely forgot to start up the... I completely forgot to start up the race control app during quali session. So, yeah. I'm actually just considering parking it right now. I'm actually just considering getting out of everyone's way and see if we can start up the control app. I don't know why it doesn't start once the race session started, but right now we're just in the way. Oh, this is terrible. Well, I'm so sorry, guys. This is not what we wanted to be. I was hoping that I could start the race control app whilst I was in the pits, but it doesn't seem to want to start up. We are dead last, or almost dead last. And I really don't want to be unlapping myself in front of all of the amps, so that would be just getting in everyone's way, so I'm so sorry. It is what it is. It was my fault. I just forgot the freaking race control app, really. I was just getting so excited with watching the AM qualifying session that I completely forgot to start it up. And I pumped McKenna out, which was not my intention at all. My god. Alright, that's it, guys. I'll be parking the car once I get around. I'll just park the car in the pits and we'll go spectator mode, I think. We'll go watch everyone race around and comment. So yeah, that was shit. But I don't know. Can we start up the app? It doesn't want to connect to the race session. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a failsafe that no one can connect during a that it's not supposed to connect. Maybe even on the. So it just is not connected. What does it say? Not connected. Everything should be. Everything should be as it was on the previous race.
What happened, Eddie?
Feels like it's getting wetter.
I forgot to start up the race control app, and I thought that I could do it while I was in the pit, but it doesn't want to start up, so I lost a minute trying to do that, and then I'm not gonna unlap myself and get in everyone's way, you know.
nonsense.
I'm not sure why it can't start up though. Maybe I need admin rights? Oh, admin rights. Oh, that's shit. Alright. We'll call that a loss. So, I don't know. Should we, I'm not even gonna go out. I mean, what the hell for? So, is there any battling? Who's our race leader here? Sparks. Who's chasing Sparks? Harvey's chasing Sparks is a good 5 seconds behind though. Who do we have? Mole chasing Mills is 7 seconds behind. So then we have Boardman and Lindrup. We would have been P6. Obviously we pitted early, but so maybe we'll watch Lindrup. That seems to be That seems to be the race that's closest together. Can we do this? Yeah, we can do this. That's cool. That leaves we can follow some other guys around, seeing if there's any battling to be had here. So Lindrup and Boardman are a second apart. Could we disable the HUD somehow? No? So broadcasting, is that's a thing. Okay, cool. So at least we can see, watch the rest of the race like this. Currently, Lindrup is... Oh, I wish I could have had like a relative... Can I change the standings? Oh, here we have. Oh, that's cool. So we have the relative standing here, and we can follow some of the guys around and switch to whoever seems to have the closest interval. And what happened to Sparks? Let's see what happened to Sparks. So Mole here catching up a lot of time on Sparks ahead, and Harvey overtook him somehow. He must have had a spin out Sparks because he was 5 seconds ahead of Harvey Mills, and now he finds himself just in front of Martin Mole in the let's see if we can we get a oh, someone in the gravel there. Didn't see who that was. It was car 93. Not sure who that is. So what camera is good for broadcasting? I mean, maybe this chase cam here. I think maybe Sparks is getting away a little bit from Martin. I think maybe Sparks is getting away. He has the fastest lap of the race yet, so let's hope he does not disconnect today. Let's see if it takes him, how long it takes him to get caught up to Harvey then. That could be interesting. That could be interesting, actually. I'm not sure what camera actually to take for this one. Like a helicopter cam, maybe? So he's currently 4 seconds behind Harvey Mills in the lead with 11 laps in the race. We have Martin Mole on P3, a second behind Sparks. Chris Boardman is almost 4 seconds behind Mole on P4, and then we have our AM leader well ahead of the rest of the AM field. 6.9 seconds behind Boardman. Then we have James Hugh, 5 seconds behind Jill at P6. John Astrup, second and a half, a little bit more on P7. Then we have Alex, P8, 4.5 seconds behind P7. Adam Nilsson doing really well now, top 10, and Ryan Madsen will be our top 10 for the race then. P2 on our AM split is Min Treedang, sorry. Chased by John Collingsworth, Jeremy Swanson, Timothy Nielsen, a couple of hand drivers there, and Lindrup doing his pit stop and coming out on P16 behind Scott, who has not pitted yet, so he's obviously going to overtake Scott once he pits. So let's run down the standings on the... Can we run down the standings? I'm not sure if you can. I don't think my mouse wheel works like that, but no big deal. So we are seeing that Sparks is actually Sparks is actually catching up quite a bit to Harvey. Let's follow him in chase cam here for a bit and see. So movies is you, yeah, but they're not in the same split, you know. You can see the Jill is in the AM split and Hugh is in the Pro split. So, oh, action here ahead. Don't rejoin like that. All right. That was exciting. Who was that? Not sure who that was. We'll put up the relative standings there and we can watch how Sparks approaches Harvey, who is currently about to come up to Jonesy up in front there, who's already pitted. He probably took some repairs as well. Our race is unfortunately over, guys, because I forgot to start up the race control app before the race, and thought I tried to do it while I was in the pits, but I spent too much time in the pits and yeah, got lapped by everyone. So we're not gonna go out and ruin someone else's. We also punted freaking McKenna. I'm sorry about that, Paul. I'll make a note of that, and I'm so sorry about that punt. It's really not, did not mean to do that.
No.
Oh, somebody saying no. That was, I thought I heard the voice of Martin Lindrup there. We'll see what happens there. Problem with pitting so early would be that it's not a problem really, but you'll come out maybe in a bad spot with everyone saving their pits for later, and the traffic, you know, can be difficult to negotiate. But right now we're watching Sparks behind Jonesy, and he'll probably overtake him before the end of this lap. And he's caught up a lot to Harvey Mills. Now Sparks is one of our new drivers. Has really impressed me a lot this season. He's done really well. And had it not been for his disconnect on Solder, he would have got top position there, or a podium at least, if not even a win. So very, very well racecraft on Sparks. And Martin Mold behind, 2 seconds, not far behind as well. So top spot here, podium for Pro Split is very much up for the grabs. Oh, Jonesy spinning out, losing front end there. And yeah, it can happen just like that, you know. Can happen just like that. Very unlucky for Jonesy there in the Beamer, a purple Beamer there. Hopefully he did not get too much damage. McLaren out. Oh, Snitterfant. Okay, fairly safe rejoin there from Snitterfant. Leaves the track a little bit more open there for David, chasing down Harvey. Let's see, follow them around for a few more laps. So still there is 34 minutes left of the race. Seems like David Spark is playing a little bit with his food here, like cat playing with the mouse a little bit. He was, like we said, I'm pretty sure he was a full 5-6 seconds ahead of Harvey when I pitted the car, so we'll see if he manages to catch up, or if Harvey has a little something special there as we come by the pits and we see our lovely Honda pitting there. It's hard to say about it's not our night tonight, so let's see then if David is just slowly gathering momentum. And we watch an Audi off track there. That was Carter Rolf waiting for everyone to pass, so very well done there. Rejoining safely. Oh, Harvey going wide there. He did the same in the warm-up race, and he managed to keep it out of the wall this time. And David catching up a lot just like that. Look at that. Now it's all about keeping it on track. As we see now, the weather predictions saying less rain in 10 and even less in 30, but there's only 30 minutes left of the race, so by that time it's not going to be relevant. So, oh, Harvey losing the rear end there, sliding a little bit and getting on the outside curb. Can he catch it going up? No, he cannot. He will have to take the short. Oh my god. So he has to give up the position there to David, and let's see if he can stick to him. The Lexus is not as safe in the rain as I would have predicted. I thought, well, I'm pretty sure the Lexus still is pretty safe around the track, but Harvey may be pushing it just a little bit over its limits and getting caught off there. But on Aqua Minerale, you do not want to get on those outside curves there. And my game is flickering a lot, actually. I don't know if you guys can see it on stream, but and my screen, it's not as smooth as it should be, but it's not much we can do about that now. As come up to turn 1 again, seeing Harvey riding the curves there a little bit, closing up to the Beamer. So here the Lexus seems strong, and Sparks going a little bit sideways there. Are they coming? Are they going to leave space to each other? Yes, they are. Sparks is just leaving the outside just barely and outbraking himself by a mile there, David Sparks. Now, let's see. Is he going to give up the position to Harvey, or is he just going to let the gap close down as it was before his off? It seems that he's just going to let off a little bit there and let they come together again. And who's benefited from this is Martin Mole on P3. Looking at the relative standing, he's just 1.3 seconds behind these two, who are battling very tough. And oh, it's just about keeping off the outside line there. On the inside is fine, but on the outside is deadly. And Harvey is going to get a good run off here. Now, in a drag race, who would win, the Lexus or the Beamer? That is a good question. Seems like the Beamer has a little bit more punch going out of the chicanes there. And the Lexus is maybe lacking a little bit on the acceleration as we come up to the final 2 corners. So maybe a little late break for Harvey there. Catching up on the outside to Jelly. Very well, Jelly leaving space, and Martin coming up behind. I see him I can see it in his mirror. Wow, fight for P3 is on. Half an hour left of racing. Are these guys... Who is going to keep the coolest head, you know? And I think that between these 3, the Beamer, the Lexus, and the Aston, is going to be all about who can keep their composure, I guess. Oh, really nice there from Snutefant getting out of the way. Even though we said that there was no requirement to do so, but very nice. It was good racecraft there from Eric. Now let's see, Harvey's been very late on the brakes here. It's not hit the apex for the last 3 laps at least that we've been following his car. Getting a fairly good exit though, so 0.7 behind Sparks, 0.7 in front of Mole, so it's a little bit of a Lexus sandwich at the moment between the Beamer and the Aston. And they are keeping their distance quite nicely. Closing up to David again on the braking to Aqua Minerale here. The Beamer going a little bit loose on the rear end there. So Variante Alta here. Not too bad at all. So this is the fight for top 3, guys. Now Martin behind us caught up a lot. They're all within a second of each other, top 3, which is really interesting. We'll follow Martin around for a bit in the Aston Martin. Oh, he's pitting. All right, he's pitting. So can he get the undercut then on these 2 guys? That is the question. That is the question. As we see Adam Nilsson in his neon green McLaren making his way out of the pits. Harvey hitting the turn 1 a little bit better there. And he is really putting the pressure on David Sparks ahead. Now, the question is, the spray of the car in front, how big of a disadvantage is that? We've seen both drivers outbrake themselves into different corners, really. So yeah, that time Harvey's hitting the apex a lot better than he was a couple of laps back. My game is very jittery at the moment, so if that shows up on stream, I'm very sorry about that. But these two guys are going at it. They both made mistakes. They both recovered, managed to stay off the wall. And they are coming up to traffic, so the guys ahead are fighting for positions. 3 wide there between Nilsson, Jennings, and Hansen. Hansen, the one being on the pro split, not really having anything to do with that battle, but between Jennings and Nilsson seems to be a tough fight there. Oh, and cutting up of hand. Let me have the inside. Thank you very much. Can you stay off the sand? Oh, Nilsson taking it back there, but please do not let Harvey... Oh, and go in the pits there. Okay. So Harvey lost a little bit of momentum there, lost a little bit of space. And right now, I would say this is playing into the hands of Martin Mole. So if Martin Mole is a little bit luckier with the traffic, then he will be the one benefiting from all of this. Jennings getting out of the way. He's still... Oh, Harvey missing the break point there. Can we rejoin safely? Yes, you can. And Robert will let you have the inside. Very good. Very nicely done. Hearing that wasp of an Audi engine from the outside while Harvey goes past. So we're seeing Harvey trying to chase down David Sparks ahead, but he is getting a little bit of a gap there, David. And I am very, very interested in seeing where Harvey will come out after he pits, because if Martin Mole in the Aston had a good pit stop, a quick pit stop, then because of the traffic situation here, there is a high likelihood that he will undercut Harvey Mills. So let's just stay tuned and see what happens. So yellow flag ahead here on the chicane, blue flags, yellow flags. Oh, and McLaren rejoining there. That is Scott and Hansen. That is Scott and Hansen up ahead. Someone in the grass, that's Scott. Oh, managed to get back on track there. Good one. So these two McLarens are mixing it up with the top front runners here. Sparks has to drive around the McLaren up ahead, but he's getting 2 cars in between him and Harvey Mills and running a little bit away here right now. Just giving it a bit runaway right now. So let's watch our absolute standings, see if there's anyone close to each other further down the field as we watch T1 approach here. Harvey coming up to the McLaren of Scott. Can you get past him? Yes, you can. He's going out in the sand there. And there's a Porsche up ahead. Who is that? That's Mintry Dang, who is currently P1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's P5 in the ass split currently. About to get lapped by Harvey, but he's done his pit stop. So he's good for the rest of the race, min. He qualified so well. And then we'll have to rewatch the replay.
Thanks, Paul.
As Harvey is losing time to David in front in the traffic here, finds himself in a tough spot here. Behind Min and Scott Hansen. A little bit confusing there because we have Daniel Scott and we have Scott Hansen, and they're both in the McLarens. Have Harvey. I mean, I don't know, Harvey. Maybe you should have pitted right now. I'm. As I see it, you're losing a lot of time behind the traffic, and you are still staying out. Let's find Martin Mole, see where he's at. So this is Daniel Scott, this is Ryan Madsen, Adam Nelson Jones, Boardman, Martin, Jill, Jelly, Eric, Astrup, Patrick. So everyone on track right now having a much better race than I have, that's for sure. I want to find Martin Mole. I want to find Mole. Where is he? Did we pass Mole? Did something happen to Martin Mole? So let's go back to the absolute standing now, and then maybe we can find P7. He was there. He was P7. Why can we not? Why can we not find Martin Mole here? But yeah, that's me in the pits right there. Terrible race for me, but it is what it is. Can we use the oh, we can't use the well, no matter. So like this, we wanna I'm not sure how to find here, we found him, Martin. So what I'm thinking is that if Martin has been a bit luckier with his traffic situation compared to Harvey, then Martin has pitted and he's almost half of a lap behind, but you'll spend a lot of time in the pits, Harvey, because the pits obviously do take some time to get in and out of. Oh, a Ferrari there going... Oh, okay. Going a little bit weirdly over the curves there. That was Everett. So now Martin coming up to McKenna, and he has Alex 11 seconds in front of him. And Alex is not pitted, so he's going to lose the position there to Martin, obviously, because Martin was P3 before his pit, so he at least has, unless he's done any mistakes, we haven't followed him, so if he has done little mistakes, then he will at least get P3. And if he's been concentrated and been a little bit lucky with the traffic, then I'm not sure, man. I think Harvey's in danger of losing P2 right now. I think Harvey Mills is in danger of losing P2. Oh shit, James, man. That's too bad. I had some troubles with the race control app. First I forgot to put it on, and then I tried to enable it during my pit stop, and it just wouldn't start up, and then I lost too much time, and there was no point getting back on track. Everyone had left me, so shit race for both me and Hugh today, guys. That's very unfortunate, but sometimes it is like this. I'm gonna have to put an alarm clock or something for next race. I'll even have to test it before the warm-up race next time, because it seems like the app does not start once the race session is started, so I do need to test that to make sure that for the next round at least that we are back on track with the incidents. So we'll have to figure something smart to find all the incidents for this race, but so far so good. We know there's been a little bit of a contact here and there, but hopefully it's been, for a wet race, as clean as it can get. So right now Martin catching up to Alex a little bit. Let's see, the Delta Air is acting up a little weird, but I can't see any big mistakes from Martin, so for me he's looking very, very strong. Lee Ware hanging a stop and go 30, so it's probably because of speeding in the pits. That's unfortunate. We did mention that in the driver briefing. So Chris Boardman there, Martin Moe getting a position because Chris Boardman is still in the pits. Is behind Carrick here in the other Aston. Don't hit him. Oh my god. Okay, just drive straight. Oh, you saved it. That is that is very dangerous when you meet the car coming out of the pits, because the guy coming out of the pits, he has to make the turn as well, so he's not really to blame there. But it's so difficult, especially in the wet. It's difficult to time the overlap in the dry. It's so much more difficult in the wet, so I wouldn't blame either driver for that one right there. But that was a scary moment. That was a code brown definitely for Martin right there. So let's see, hopefully they didn't lose too much time there. I am watching Harvey's, the red triangle at top there, that's number 8. That's race leader, so that should be the Beamer, Sparks. And then car 98 is Harvey's car. Currently he's about to cross the start finish line, but I'm more interested in when he's going to do his pits. So I want to follow Martin's car for the time being, because he has a clear path in front of him right now, and if he keeps it on track and he keeps it concentrated, he can make up a lot of time here. Oh, he's cutting all of that. Okay, gotta be careful with the track warnings as well, so he doesn't get a drive-through. But he can allow himself to push just a little bit, and I think he has a pretty good chance at the undercut on P2. So we'll see. Currently we see that Alex has P4 in front of him, but he has a little bit of a orange 1 number. That means that he has not pitted yet, so he needs to pit. I'm not sure if Lee Ware just stayed in the pits there. Probably did. Equipment failure, James. I mean, that's shit. That's terrible. That's the worst thing that can happen. So Martin hitting that apex a lot better than he did last round, obviously, because there was no traffic there. So he is making up some time on Alex on P4. I would be interested to see where Alex comes out in regards to Boardman, though, if he can get ahead, or because he does have a little bit of a time gap before Boardman crosses the line. We'll try to watch out for that one. Right now, we'll stay with Martin and coming up to Sneederfund again. Where's Harvey right now? Let's see, Harvey is approaching the start-finish straight. I'm trying to watch on the radar if he goes into pits. It does not go into pits there. So P1 and P2 have not pitted yet. And by the looks of it, the one that's benefiting at the moment seems to be Martin, but he is coming up to some traffic now. So Eric's is a nice guy. He'll probably just move out of the way. Hopefully, Martin can get through the traffic fairly uninterrupted, and we'll see where he comes out. So the Aston should be a good car for the rain. Taking the inside there, Eric letting him have the apex there. Very nicely done from McLaren and Eric Sneederfund there. Very nice guy. So Martin then crossing the start-finish line. He is currently doing 51.4. So he's currently doing 51s. Not sure what Harvey and David Sparks are doing up ahead, but we'll have to see where they come out. Now again, Martin has some space up ahead. Now remember, Alex's McLaren has to pit. Arnold ahead has pitted, so is green. Patrick has pitted, is green. Martin ahead of them, and P18 has to pit as well. And then John and Jelly, they've pitted as well. So, but they are very much far, well, not very much, but a bit farther ahead on that as well. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Now Harvey is in the pits. Harvey Mills is in the pits, and Martin is coming around, and let's see then where he comes out. So currently Harvey's making his way onto the pit pocket. See this great dot there in the pit, stopped. He's probably also doing a short pit stop. Let me see where his dot is starting to move again. David Sparks is just moving ahead, so he's not pitted yet. He's probably gonna wait a few more laps. Harvey's getting the car. He's now started. He's crossing the start-finish line, and Martin still has the 2 last corners to do. So I think that maybe Harvey is looking to have kept his position. He is crossed the finish line there, Harvey. So he's coming out of the pits. Martin will get now a high-speed run out. Harvey is coming out of the pits. He is leaving the pits right now. Has he? I thought I saw Harvey behind. And Harvey is here. So, Martin getting the undercut there on Harvey. Well done. Now, not sure if Harvey had some damage he needed to repair. But, like we said, with the traffic, Martin got lucky there because Harvey was losing time behind both David and behind some of the traffic there. So Martin ahead, getting Max in between them. Let's see if Harvey can catch up and do some attempts for his position back, because currently there are P4 and P5, but P3 ahead has not pitted. That's Alex. He's going to pit soon. He has to pit before the pit window closes. And we also know that David Sparks in P1 needs to pit as well. He's in the pit now, David. So let's see where Martin comes out relatively to David Sparks ahead. David is now leaving the pits, crossing the start-finish line now. I can see his gray little triangle there. And I'm not sure that Martin has enough of a gap there, or is enough in front that he's going to catch up. Maybe he is, because I see now that it's P63 that's in the lead for the pro split. Who is P63? We'll have to see that, who it is, with Martin getting a very wide there, leaving space for Harvey. That's nice. And Harvey catching up to Martin. And where is 63? Was that? I'm pretty sure that this is Max Arnold. This is Martin Mole. That's Alex right ahead. And then Sparks. Oh my god. Who is that? Is that Jelly? That's Jelly, I think. Over the... Oh my god. Watch out for the rejoin. Ah, Jelly. I saw that. And you saw that on stream. So who was that? Mole getting on the inside there of Alex. David Sparks ahead. 3 seconds. Oh, we have our AM race leader also leading the race overall, Jill. That's the 63 number. I didn't recognize that from before. He's still not pitted yet. So our AM race leader is our effective race leader as well, G freaking G. But for the time being, we are going to follow up Martin Mole, trying to chase down David Sparks, 2.5 seconds behind. John Collingworth in the middle of those two, but he's being lapped by 1 lap, so he just needs to follow his line and be predictable once Martin gets up behind him, and he probably will be. And Harvey has some time to catch up. So the one benefiting from all of this traffic, all of this, well, I wouldn't say chaos, but just being a wet race, you know, that's definitely being Martin Mole. So can he get P1? Jill has to pit, so he's going to lose the effective P1 position at some point. He's in the pits now, so he'll come out probably still P1. Ahead of, he has a big gap to P2 on the AM split, so his victory in the AM split is pretty much safe if he can keep it on track for the final 8 minutes, and he probably can. John getting a little bit out of the way there, but the Aston does not have the run-up speed just yet, but he will get it pretty soon. Joff laying off the throttle there just a little bit, letting him have the inside there on Martin Mole, crossing the finish line there with a gap of, what is the gap? Let's see the relative standing here for Martin and David Sparks. It's just, you can see, you can smell that Beamer exhaust. 1.6 seconds ahead. Now the race is on for P1. This is the race for P1 Pro Split. It's between the Aston Martin of Martin Mole and the Beamer of David Sparks ahead. And we are just crossing all of our fingers and praying and hoping that David Sparks does not suffer a disconnect again, as Martin is catching up a tenth at a time. Maybe he had, for a split second there, 1.5 second gap, closing it down. Let's see if he can. Let's remember David Sparks pitted for 2 laps ago, so his temperatures, well, the temperatures should be well up, the pressures as well, but let's see if he can get a little bit under pressure from the Aston Martin. Let's remember, when he had Harvey behind, he was making some mistakes, missing the braking point and going wide on some corners, but can he keep it on track for the final 7 minutes, and the win will be his. So let's see. Oh, trying to go as late as possible into that corner. Rain maybe just a tad less than before, maybe, but it's still going to run to the end of the race, so there's not a drier line has formed, but it's not dry by any means. So Martin Mulder a full second faster lap time than David Sparks ahead. This is going to be a fight till the finish line. If Martin can keep the pressure up. So he caught up a lot on the final sector of that lap, and on the minimap I cannot see any traffic soon. I mean, there should be free track ahead for both these guys for at least 2 or 3 more laps, depending on their pace of the guys ahead. That would be Ryan Madsen and Jeremy Swanson up ahead there. They're having their own race. They're currently 17 seconds ahead, but the gap is closing. These guys obviously being faster, P1 and 2. Harvey Mills currently 4 seconds behind. I'm not sure if he has enough time or enough race left to catch up. Sparks very strong in this sector here, having good aqua minerale, getting the half a second that he lost back, but the Aston was very strong in the final sector, coming up to the start finish line on the previous lap. So Will Washing here on the Virante, getting all of that sausage curve eaten up there by the Aston. I'm not sure if they have any track warnings. Obviously I can't see that, so hopefully let's hope that that does not come into play. Let's see here, braking
oh my
point.
God, are you serious?
Oh, some issues there. Not sure who that was, but we'll have the guys report after the race, and we'll have to we'll see after the race, saving the replay or rewatch the race. So yellow flag coming up here. I'm not sure what's happening up ahead.
Okay, mate.
So yellow flags coming up here. I don't see. Oh, there's a car. Was a car in the gravel. Not sure if I saw that. Who that was? So it seems that
There's another yellow flag bug.
Don't forget to pit, Alex.
Shh. Don't tell him.
I thought I saw a car in the gravel about that yellow flag, but I'm not sure. We'll see when they come around for the next lap if there's still a yellow flag there. Yeah, I thought I saw a car and then yeah, it disappeared. So Will watching Martin Mole trying to catch up to David Sparks up ahead. Still 3 minutes left of the race, but as it seems now, it seems like David Sparks has managed to stabilize his lap times a little bit. The Aston does look good here on the final sector though, but the Beamer is very strong on sector 1 and 2, so he's managed to build up.
Thanks, McKenna.
There's really nothing to do about that. I'm not sure, but let's figure it out after the race. But there's nothing you can do if the controls are locked till the end of the race, unfortunately. So we can see here in Sector 1, he caught up half a second, but then on Sector 2, it seems like the Beamer just pulling away there and getting just enough of a gap that he can maintain it throughout the final and first sectors here. Martin taking a chance there on the inside line, but really not getting the runoff off of that chicane as good as he would have hoped. So less than 2 minutes left of the race, so probably this and one more lap. So there's time is running out there for Martin if he's going to make an attempt, or if he's going to be able to close up enough to make an attempt. Not sure. Second and a half is plenty of time for the final 2 laps. So 7 seconds left of the pit window. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So pit window over. So if anyone did not pit, they will be getting a penalty. Final minute of the race, and this will be the final lap of the race as well. So let's see if Martin can do anything about David ahead. It does not seem like he will get close enough to do any sort of moves here. So obviously a lot can happen still. More than half a lap left, so coming also up to some traffic up ahead, but not sure if they're close enough, then that's going to make a big impact. Darren Swanson, P14, currently 4.8 seconds ahead of Mole. 3.5 seconds ahead of David. Let's see now if there's final Aquaman rally. I guess this is a crucial moment of the race for P1 and 2. Both fairly safe. The Aston is gaining a little bit there. He did gain a couple of tenths there, but not enough to make a move on the inside before coming up to the Variante. Now David Sparks coming up to the chicane, and oh, he is closing up, Martin. He is closing up. But it's just out of reach. It's just out of reach for his final lunge up on the final corners. It's just too far away. It's just a hairline out of... Oh, it's close. It's close, guys. I mean, an hour-long race in the wet at Imola, and it's coming down to 0.6 seconds. Maybe even closer. Coming up to the finish line there. GG David Sparks. That was a hard-fought one. And GG Martin Mole. That was a well-deserved P2. Excellent racing there from P1 and 2. Making it exciting all the way down to the line. Then we'll see who can get P3. Harvey getting P3 there. And then we have a big gap, I guess, to... we'll return to the garage there and follow... every final lap here. So Chris Boardman coming up to cross the finish line here. Does he have Gilles? He has Gilles, the AM leader, destroying the rest of the AM field today. Gilles, GG. So Chris Boardman getting just outside of the podium positions there. But a very nice P4 for Chris Boardman in the Beamer Dumbbell, and then Gilles getting the win for the AM split. Nicely done. Then John Astrup here coming around, getting P5 for Pro, P6 total split, total race, I mean. And then behind him we should have Alex coming up to the start-finish line as well here, getting P7, very well driven, Alex, safe drive for him. Almost forgot to pit, so got a little bit of a reminder there. Mintry Dang, our P2 in AM split, he was our pole. AM split pole sitter, I think. Managed the P2 in the end, so very well done here for me. And then behind Min, a little space there, he's crossing the finish line there. So not far behind, we have our own Jason Cook here. Getting P3, so that's podium, final podium spot for our AM split. Martin Lindrup and Scott Hansen rounding up our P10 and P11 total. Then we have Ryan Madsen here coming up to the finish line before Jeremy Swanson follows him just behind, and then the rest of the guys are lapped down. Let's see if Jennings is also crossing the finish line here. We have David P29 sitting in the pits there, and that should have been the final. So we'll save the replay there.
Making a pit stop inside of a BMW M4. That's tricky.
Oh, that's exciting right there.
Nearly undoable, I'd say. Jeez.
Thanks, everyone. That was fun.
That was great.
Yeah, that was really fun. Holy shit.
That was fucking awful. That was awful. I think I've wrecked everyone's race that I come in contact with.
Oh, that was
The 10 points I've got, I think I lose probably about 30 in bloody penalties.
Yeah, about that, had some troubles with the race incident, so we are going to have to post up a message about incident reporting. So maybe you'll get lucky. We'll see.
Did anyone see me jump the start?
Yeah, I saw you going well off the mark.
I was wondering what you were doing. You were right in front of me. Well, you were supposed to be.
Well, I thought I saw the green lights, so I went and I thought, why is everyone going so slow? And I never got a penalty. I slowed right down and I never got a penalty.
Yeah, your average speed during the 60, or no, what is it, 70 kilometers per hour phase, it was on average below 70, so you got away with it. But at one point I thought, like, oh, interesting strategy, you know?
Yeah.
all the carnage at the start, just...
No, I don't know, for some reason I thought I saw green for go and I went. But that was just about how my whole race went. I think I ruined a few people's races in there. Sorry, guys.
close to me. A start breaking the penultimate corner.
We'll have to... I'll put up a post about the incident reporting because I had trouble with the race control app. So I'll post up a message either way, but try to make a timestamp out of it and just the cars involved, and we'll have a look.
Yeah, press M now if you haven't.
I
if
have.
you haven't set the game to save the replay, but then you can check if you have something to report.
Just missed the replay by like.
I'll post up the replay. I saved the replay file, so I'll upload it and yeah, make sure to check the replay before you post up an incident report. Okay. All right, let's have a GG everyone. Let's have a little break and then we'll come back and do check the restart of the game on the replay. Okay.
Cheers, might be a pain. How do you report an incident?
There's a dedicated channel for that, so check the pins there, and okay. I'll post up a message, so no worries.
Watch it back on the replay as well before you post. Just have a good look at it from both people's perspectives, just to get an idea.
All right, guys. So I'll end the stream there. We'll have a quick look at the replay for the start of the race, especially. I'm so sorry that we had a terrible race, but it was my fault. I just forgot to start up the race control app. So and once I was in the pits, I thought that maybe I could start it during the race, but for some reason it did not want to connect up to the race session. Tried it twice, and during that time we pretty much lost all of our time and was lapped by half of the grid. So there was really no point in winning and getting in everyone's weight. So shit happens. It was completely my fault, but hopefully we'll do better next time. So we'll end the stream there. Thank you guys, and we'll see you probably tomorrow then for season opener PLR. So hopefully we'll do better. Alright guys, have a good one. I'll see you next